we see that the United States has decided that it needs to send US and other NATO troops to Russia's borders. This alone should tell us that the claims that Russia is the aggressor should be treated skeptically. The destabilization in the entire region comes from a continued eastward expansion of NATO. We need to find peaceful solutions to our complicated conflict of identities and national rights. This was done elsewhere in Eastern Europe as countries peacefully separated, but the approach of the British government and others is in the opposite direction. The United States has only just ended one disastrous, prolonged war in Afghanistan, and many here seem to be gung-ho about starting another one. The public is opposed to war with Russia, which would be extremely dangerous for all sides, not least the people of Ukraine. NATO is a nuclear power, and so is Russia. We need de-escalation and dialogue, not militarization and threats of war.
We have an atmosphere of daily film of tanks and troops on one side of the border in Russia, and demonstrating that there's a huge Russian military presence there on the border. We then have other film of described as lethal weapons being shipped into the Ukraine, and huge demonstrations of military hardware in Ukraine, all building up on both sides. It is incredibly dangerous. And it's the US with British support that is leading the way on this. And it is the European countries, particularly France and Germany, who are urging some caution, and indeed the ones that are trying to promote diplomatic approach to this and some serious talks between Ukraine and Russia. And whilst Liz Truss is today in Moscow, and I have to say, I think it's a good thing she's gone to Moscow. I hope she's gone there with the intention of trying to bring about a diplomatic solution to all this. But I don't know. I think the proposals put forward by Macron and others are more likely to bring about some solution to all this.